All right. And hello there, friends. Mangaka, doing something I haven't done in a hot moment, which is like another Colorado Dragon Ball Fighters vlog updates of sorts. You'll see that I've rearranged my desk now. Instead of facing out into the living room, I'm instead facing, having the camera face back towards the wall, where you can see a few of my anime-inspired posters hanging out behind me. So hopefully this makes for a little more like an intimate, private kind of a streaming experience for all y'all. Maybe it's a little easier to kind of like focus on me with the camera and things like that. And I want to talk about my current plans for Colorado FGC Dragon Ball Fighting stuff, Dragon Ball Fighters going forward for the moment. So I haven't run a Lone Tree local in quite some time, and the reason for that being is this bit of graph that I'm about to show you all right here. So if I can just add in do I do display? The window capture real quick. And here we go. So this is, as you can see, I just basically Googled what the Colorado COVID cases are looking like right now. And Colorado is finally hitting its breaking point with the cases. We are absolutely exploding with them. So when I take a look over at the graph here, you can see back on October 21st is kind of where, well, near like the end of September, things started to climb up. We were getting into a couple more hundreds every day, and then we finally started to break up through the 1,000s. Our all-time peak before October was back in April at 993 cases. We broke that record on October 16th, 15th. On October 15th, we broke that record, and then we've been breaking, daily record cases being broken every day. We almost hit 3,000 cases just on a Halloween day. And again, that's like before all the Halloween parties went through and people got together, and it's only going to be spreading worse, and Colorado is going into higher numbers. Various counties have already upped their control for coronavirus to a stage 3, meaning that they're down to like 25% capacity in restaurants. It all depends on positivity rates. Some of that information, I believe, is available covid.gov, something like that. So covid19.colorado.gov is a site that we can look at, and you can actually see the levels that we have, the different kind of things up there. So an update on that one. So they're doing safer at home 2 phases. Let's see where Jefferson County is, actually. Looks like we're not changing quite yet, but some of them are going to stage 2, some of them are going to stage 3. What does that all mean necessarily? Let's try to explore that real quick by hopefully, let me see if I can find this guy. So we have this dial in here, which it's kind of hard to see right here. These view my county's level, the dial dashboard. Here we go. So you can kind of see all throughout the state where things are going right now. Okay. Thanks, computer. But you can see the various counties, what levels they're at. They're stay at home, safer level 3, safer level 2, safer level 1, protect our neighbors area. So right now for my county, which is Jefferson County, let's see if I can't locate that one here. There's Eagle County. Jefferson should be right around here, I would think. Boulder, Jefferson. Here we go. So Jefferson County still at a safety level 2. And what does that all mean, county levels? There's even some more data right here that give you various numbers on like the guidelines and restrictions. Here we go. Hopefully if I click this one, we'll get like a decent one. So this will outline all of the various levels and things like that for what we have to be doing right now. So Jefferson County is still maintaining at like a level 2. Offices, 50%. Bars are closed once again. So higher education, in-person, hybrid, or remote learning. There's a whole bunch of things, personal gathering sites, a whole bunch of just orders and things like that, measurements to try and keep us safer from this one now. I know that with the increased case numbers, there's going to be increased hospitalizations. My sister is a nurse over in Utah, and they're already rationing care. What that means is that if you came into like the hospital and you had a toothache, they'd be like, get the hell out. We're not taking care of you. We got so many. We already have limited resources as it is. They haven't gotten masks since they got them earlier this year when the coronavirus surge started to break out within the country. They haven't gotten any updated equipment like that. My sister reports, at least at her hospital. So they're trying to pull all their resources to those who need it the most being intubated and having the ventilator down your throat. It's very intensive. You have to have a lot of care being taken care of. It's a very exhausting thing. And not only that, the long-term symptoms, never mind the death count, guys. Everyone wants to look at the death. But a lot of people can suffer long-term consequences from this one, where you lose your sense of smell and your sense of taste. How do you enjoy food through that one? Your blood can be damaged through it, leading to higher chances for strokes in your early 30s. Kawasaki's disease has been shown as a complication in young children. It's very serious stuff, and it's just up to us to try and get through this pandemic. And so please wash your hands, wear a mask in public, try to limit how many times you go out, limit how many people you get together. Just be safe. It's not worth it this year. And with that note being said, so with Colorado having record new cases almost every day, and it's only going to get worse, we're probably going to see an increase in restrictions across the board. I'm not really comfortable running any in-person events, and I apologize if you guys can hear the yard crew working on some stuff. I'm going to turn my gain down. Hopefully that helps with how much of the outside noise it picks up on. With all that going through, I just don't feel comfortable running events and putting us at risk. I've done them before when the case has been a couple hundred, and there kind of made sense to me at least. Like, hey, it's only a couple hundred. Colorado's a massive state, 100,000 square miles, 5 million people. It's really not that many people, but now we're getting to we're in the 2,000s cases per day. And, it's something that grows exponentially. One of my coworkers currently has it. And we'll just have to see how the long-term consequences play out. And it's going to be kind of nasty. So there's going to be any in-person gatherings or any in-person events being planned. If y'all wish to congregate at Akihabara Arcade or anything like that, small little gatherings I think are totally fine, but I'm not running in-person tournaments. Everything is going online. The question I want to pose to y'all, though, is that do you want to be kind of messing with Parsec again? Or do you want to keep just doing the net play tournaments? I find the net play tournaments to be easier to run. The connections are good enough as is. We'll just kind of take our scraps as they are. It saves us money, saves us having to worry about funds and stuff like that. But if anyone is interested in doing some more Parsec-based things, I'm currently looking into doing more of it just because I've been invited to an exhibition series at the Bearwit Twitch channel. The NorCal Dragon Ball Fighters group has reached out to me. They wanted me to show up for a few exhibitions and compete in that. So I'm going to be doing it. It takes place on the Parsec server, so I'm going to be trying to kind of get warmed up for that one. The other thing to say is today is November 3rd. It's election day, my friends. If you have not already done so, I highly encourage all of you to vote. It's just an important part of the American democracy. And I know that you might feel frustrated. Maybe you don't like Biden. All right. Maybe you don't like the Democrats and Biden. Maybe you don't like the Republicans and Trump. I say, hey, guys, if you want to really start making a change, now is the time to really get going on the third-party business. It's time to start showing some support for that. That's what you're interested in. If you're a Trump supporter, by all means, go vote your conscience. I don't walk in your shoes. I don't presume to know what you really want. If you're a Biden supporter, then by all means, go ahead and support them. It's just important that the American people, as many as we can, get their voices heard. This election turnout has already been staggered miles over what was over last election cycle. Colorado numbers have been having a record breaker. Texas is being reported to be a potential swing state. That's really crazy to think about because it's just how Republican Texas is. But we're going to see how all this plays out. I have a feeling I know how it goes, and we're just going to have to see. But ultimately, we're all in this together, my friends. And it's just important that you make yourself heard in what ways that you can. And especially more than the presidency, there's congressional seats, there's Senate seats, judges that need to be voted and renewed. They're up for their terms if they get their repostment thing. There's a lot more than just the presidency going on. So please look to vote for all of your options through that one. Colorado, for my Colorado friends, as this is addressed to you, if you haven't already registered, Colorado is one of the states that does same day, election day registration and voting. So you can go and get involved in that one if you can. I highly implore you to do so. I think it's important. And I'm telling you to vote who you will. I'll tell you this, I voted third party this year. Let that say about me what it will. And that's really all I have to say, my friends. I want to keep this video short. So, again, no in-person gatherings for Dragon Ball Fighters, at least in a tournament capacity. We'll talk and maybe get a couple people together here and there. And I'm going to be booting up my Twitch stream pretty soon. I'm going to be doing a 1st to 5 with GD Cross. We're actually going to be doing it on Parsec. So I want to kind of just see how that one feels and kind of go with that one. So, but yeah, if you guys want to hang out with us there, if you got the ability to, really appreciate it. CD Mangaka, I love each and every one of you. And I'll be seeing you around.